give you the inside scoop is Kristen Cole. Kristen has been friends with Governor Palin since the 4th grade. Kristen joins us live in Anchorage, Alaska. Welcome, Kristen. And Kristen, I understand that you text messaged the governor of when you learned that she had been tapped by Senator McCain.
I did. I actually sent her a message via BlackBerry. We both have BlackBerries, and so yeah, I sent her a message. I was so proud of her.
What did your message say, and what did she message back to you?
You know, I just told her how proud we were of her. You know, we're from a small town, and I told her that Senator McCain made a great choice, and I knew she was absolutely going to knock him dead. And she replied back in her usual way, and you know, thanked me for some of the things that she thought was important to her, and she told me that she loved me and loved my family.
Now, you guys go way back, the 4th grade?
Yeah. I was in the 4th grade, she was in the 2nd, so we've known each other a long time.
And maintained a connection ever since, and I understand that you've even been to her baby shower.
Well, actually, you know, we became very close friends as adults, and I have 5 children like Sarah does, and so, you know, we had challenges that we faced with our children, with our, you know, the different positions that we've held, and so we've had a close connection.
What's she like? If I ran into her someplace just casually, what would I think if I didn't know that she was the governor of Alaska and now maybe the next vice president?
If you ran into her in Wasilla, you would see her in REI gear or Polar Tech North Face. She would look like she was going to go hiking or go camping. She's pretty down to earth.
Were you surprised when she ran for governor?
No, because I had helped her in her lieutenant governor campaign, and even though she lost that campaign, I really felt like she was going on to bigger and better things. I didn't know what that was at the time, but I honestly believed that to be true. And so when she ran for governor, it was interesting because, as you know, she ran against an incumbent, and she just absolutely knocked him dead.
You know, what's sort of interesting in doing my research about Governor Palin, of course, everyone says that her foreign policy may be her short suit, but I discovered that she went to Kuwait more than a year ago to visit people from Alaska and the Alaska National Guard. So she's been to Kuwait. I mean, not that necessarily anoints you as an expert in foreign policy, but it sounds like she may have some interest.
Well, she's been to Kuwait, she's been to Iraq, she's been to Germany and visited troops. She is the commander-in-chief of our Alaska National Guard, and now, as the world knows, she also has a son in the armed forces. And so, you know, she went to all those places before Barack Obama.
What, in high school, how would you describe her?
Very competitive, just like she is now, very competitive.
What does that mean? That she had, I mean, I know she played sports, but she had to win?
Yes, she played to win. There was no question about that. She's very competitive, but what I love about her is, regardless of the fact that she was competitive, she was a very team-oriented person, and she rallied her team to win the state championship, which that team did not win again for another 25 years.
I take it you watched her speak last night.
Absolutely.
I didn't think you'd miss that.
Electrifying.
It was? In what way? I mean, we were here on the floor where we are right now, but why is it electrifying for you watching on television from Alaska?
I think the great thing is that you all got to see what we've known all along. She is absolutely very, very electrifying. She has a way about her that she can bring people together, get things done, and I think you saw a lot of her determination, her focus, how sincere she is, and she is very others focused, and I think you saw that too. She didn't get into this for Sarah. She got into this because she wanted to, honestly, I know it's a cliche, but to shake things up and get things done, and that's exactly what I want in Washington. So when I saw her last night, I just thought, wow, how electrifying. I just knew that you guys in the lower 48 had to feel the same way we do up here.
All right. Thank you, Kristen. Nice to talk to you. Also joining us from Anchorage, Alaska is Karen Rhodes, another friend of Governor Palin. Karen first met Governor Palin 12 years ago. Karen, how did you meet the governor?
I was living in Wasilla. We were having a stretch of 40 below weather. And I got up one morning and it was dark and cold, and I said, you know, Here it is, the middle of winter. We haven't had any power outages. We haven't had any snow removal issues. The city is just humming along. And I think maybe I'll just go down there to City Hall and just tell Sarah thank you for doing a good job. And I went down there and we struck up a friendship that we've maintained over the last few years.
So she was the mayor at the time. You just walked in on the mayor at that time and told her, look, thanks a lot for being a great mayor. Is that essentially what it was?
Yes, absolutely.
And she was perfectly receptive to that, just you walking in.
Sarah was at the fair last week on Thursday on Governor's Day, walking around the fair with her family. She had no, troopers with her. She had no aides with her. It's just Sarah and her family walking through the fairgrounds, eating cotton candy and talking to people. That is just the way that she is. Very down to earth, very approachable, very compassionate. She is a very real person.
On some issues, do you have any disagreement with her?
I do not.
So you're 100% in her corner, not just as a friend, but on issues too, that you just exactly agree with, both of you.
Sarah has the highest approval rating of any governor in the nation at 80%, and I am one of the happy 80%.
When you watched her, what do you think? I take it you watched her last night, right? You didn't skip it, right?
Oh no, ma'am, I did indeed watch it.
And what do you think?
I can't even find words. It was just like, wow. It's just like I can hardly even believe that's our Sarah on national TV giving the speech of a lifetime. Like Kristen said, you're seeing for the first time what we have always seen and known about her. And, John McCain said to know her is to love her, and it's the truth. To know her is to love her. And once America gets more of Sarah, they're not going to be able to get enough. She just really is inspiring. She's very positive, and she just makes you feel good for having talked with her.
How about the guys? I know the women seem to love her, not just seem, the women I've talked to in Alaska love her. How about the guys in Alaska? They think that she does great work as a governor?
Everybody's got their detractors, and she's got as many guys as she does gals in that 80%.
All right. Well, Karen, thank you, and certainly is an interesting addition to the ticket. Of course, we love watching both tickets. They're both times around. These are fascinating tickets. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Greta.